Howdy, Outcast here. So, something I want to do today, and I don't know if it's going to be super useful, but I kind of want to do it because it's going to help my teammate that is trying to learn the game and stuff like that. But also, in general, I like making educational content. I want to do this. So what I'm going to be doing today is I got 8s in a bit that I want to run. So Raid is going to be in the new game. I'm going to talk potentially about like some BO7 stuff. The main thing I want to really show is I want to show like the cuts that people are playing in the rotos, because that's something that I know my team needs to work on. And then the arrows, the team play, and like kind of in general, like you having like intention with your play. And I'm going to talk about like why the arrows are moving the way they are, probably what they're thinking. We don't know everything because obviously we don't have comms in some situations, but I picked 2 really good maps, I think. Both these are close. First map we're going to be watching is Koi versus Optic, and Optic is actually Dallas Empire. So that's Shotzi, Illy, Crimsix, and who did they have at this time?
See the raid Sunday.
Am I faded? Oh, it's Vivid at this time. Okay, Vivid. I actually really like that because I like Vivid's arrow a lot. And then we have Ultra versus Minnesota for the eventual reverse sweep. This was a crazy series, but I want to watch this. Both these maps are really close. Raid's gonna be in the new game. Let's get started. All right, we'll do it.
The mix, but you see the records. Both of these show.
So the main thing here is that they're 11 and 13 versus 7 and 4. Both these teams are very good at it. Toronto has more reps, which we care about. That is 24 games to 11 on Hardpoint Raid. That's pretty big. I mean, that's a big difference with reps and stuff like that. Obviously, they scrim it all the time, every day. But when you get into a competitive environment, it's different. Now, something that we might not know that I care about is that the 2 subs I draw caught out as 1 being the main sub, 2 being the support sub, 3 being the flex, 4 being the main AR. Okay, so I'm going to draw these numbers out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so main AR on each team, flex on each team, main sub on each team, support sub on each team. So if you are looking for anybody on the minimap and stuff, and you're looking for your role, you always want to find that. But I'm going to be watching the team play. I'm going to mainly just watch this minimap down here. I'm going to look at the top if I need context, but minimap. So Vivid's taking a deep right. Why could he be doing that? Potentially he might be doing that because P2's right here.
Shots ahoy, they're going to get themselves into that hard point and get that opening. Second in front. Not to check his corners. Vivid.
The music eventually turns off. I was like, what the heck? Okay, sorry. I didn't prove this. Shotzi playing life, he gets naded, so he has to push back. And we're going to back up a little bit because we have Vivid eventually taking this route. So 7 and 8 are pinned right here, and 6 is playing up. But 7 is taking a pinch. Watch how he's going to make them all spawn off these kills. This is where pinches are valuable in COD. Puts 1, puts 2, and he's taking a different route rather than challenging pivot to 2, because 2 is expecting it. And actually, because he takes that route, he's no longer blocking the spawn. So it might be smart for 6 to pinch middle and just try to block that off. We have 42 left, so we're not too worried about it, but him taking this pinch might just be for circle control. It might also just be for, like, there's 2 options, either for circle control for, like, this general perimeter, or for good spawns, so we'll see what that looks like. And off this, one actually does something kind of smart here off these kills, is he doesn't worry. He understands here that he is not the person that needs to turn and trade this guy. He's going to set a line here, because right now what the other team is thinking is they want to help Vivid, who is trailing. So he's going to try and killing time and then setting, like, he doesn't know they're here, so they could be here or here. Just in general, this kind of like shell, he's going to play the denial area of, and he's going to allow his team to reinforce the setup, which is smart. You got to understand your role in every setup. This is why I always thought Bance was really good in the game. So he's able to put damage into 8 and then get away. Now 6 is not pushing up super hard to get to 5, but they killed him, so now they can. But with that push, actually, we're seeing what their intention was. Now they're playing this setup pivot, and they're playing this entire lane, okay? We got a 3-lane map here finally for BO7. Thank God. Holy cow. But with this area polluted, we spawn them deep out. And that is super huge because when you're talking about money hills and when you're talking about actually like making your kills worth it, there's gonna be less engagements in BO6, in BO7, which I'm really excited about, specifically for the fact that like in BO6, theoretically, the enemy team could have spawned mid or they could have spawned like close, and that would have been some dumb stuff, or even here. But now we actually push those shells out a little bit harder. And in this game, it's going to be where you actually need to make your kills worth it, need to make your pushes worth it, yada yada, etc. Everything.
He is causing so many
So Vivid's playing front. 5 and 6 are pushing this together, and I like this. 3's actually backing up. And the main reason why, obviously, is because he's an AR. Now he's hopping on this heady, which you're going to see in a second. I'll actually push forward to that because I'm pausing it at a bad time where he's actually not there. Now he's on the heady. And what Insight's trying to do is he's just trying to deny this lane. He's worried about the P2 while his teammates are going to pinch mid. And if they take too long to pinch this and like actually make a play, they're going to probably pinch them as well. Or maybe one reinforce. But we got 4 here, so that makes me think not.
They're thinking about locking this down and treating Ring as a money hill. So if they can get it, and all of it, it'd be ideal. 25
So yep, they slide across. Both subs are pushing through. So they're actually doing the play of shelling it. Insight kind of shelled that bad, I won't lie. He thought that they weren't pushed up yet, and he thought he beat the timing. He did not, or Kleenex, but it happens. And see, right there, because 6 takes too long, Shotzi, of course. 2 was able to pinch back. That's exactly what they were trying to do, trying to buy time. And now they can isolate this person. See, the main thing that teams don't do, good challengers teams, is like, they have this here, he can go here. But like, when we are playing, I'm going to actually try yellow. I want to see if that makes it way better, actually. Okay. But if, let's throw this out here. This is the problem with challengers teams, is we have 2 people here and 1 person here. And not enough people are going to think like, I'm going to pinch this out, or we're going to double chow this and then turn for this, because we need to guarantee this. And in a game where your kills actually really matter, and like, oh, I can get a kill here, I could do this thing, I could do that thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, BO6, you're spawning here. Now you're spawning here makes the kills way more worth it. So they're going to actually double pinch this out, guarantee the P2 setup, and hopefully chain together some money hill time. 2 and 4 turn. 3 is pinching the backside. They are guaranteeing this kill. They're playing proximal to the straight. Now they play front. They throw a nade at a nice space. Packs are huge in this game. Insight takes a dynamic angle. That's the main thing, is that he challenges front. They're not just going to head bash front. That's not a great play at times. They're going to collapse it at dynamic points. You want to do it at different timings. That's why roles actually really matter in COD, is because player 1, player 2, player 3, and player 4 all move at the same pace, you're prone to getting like just absolutely beamed. But let's throw out a reversal. If we have player 1 that goes here, player 2 kind of does this, player 3 kind of does this, player 4 does this. The only way they could kill you, obviously, is this. But that's super unrealistic because we throw out this point. You can kill him, put damage into him, maybe he trades, something like that. It changes up the timings completely. That's all COD is. That's all we're looking for. So 6 is going to hit front. 6 is waiting, which I'm into, but why? So I don't like this. This looks like bad communication. We're going to look at a little like question mark area right here, where 5 and I think 7 decide, all right, we're just going to hit this left. Shotzi's just waiting. So, because they wanted a head bash. I think Shotzi wanted to hit this early, right about here, but he had nobody helping him. And he realized he was in a 1v2 for spawns, and that's not great, obviously. So, he wanted to push forward, but he didn't have support, so he's playing time. I like this. 5 and 7 realize 5 wants to help 6, but 8's pushing mid. So 5 decides, all right, let's sub AR, push front and side. 1's on that heady. Vance is on this heady. He probably pulled out an AR. If he didn't, it's fine. But this is a hard-ass child to take if you're 5 and 7. I mean, look at them. They're taking way too long to set up the setup. They've gotten 20 straight seconds of time. And what they do is they get the kill front, forcing 4 to turn to try and help front, because that's the most immediate like emergency setup or whatever. One dies off the 2v1. 8's hitting money, but they don't know this. Kami has to slide forward to avoid money. Cold War Kami was insane, by the way. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. So Empire played this insane, and Kami was just better. Like, hold on. So Kami avoids the shots coming from money by sliding forward. And then he realized, like, he has a timer in his head. If this is 1, next one is 2, next one is 3, and then behind him is 4. That is insane.
They've got the spawns. Now the pressure's on Kami. Looking for the second, looking for the third. He takes them down. Kami! Nobody does it better. What a full piece.
And he gets support. Oh my god, and they flip halfway.
Nobody does it better. What a full piece that was. The family bucket.
That's insane.
As he gets his fill, shots, he comes in, finds himself 2 more, but my god, the pace hasn't stopped one bit since that control.
Bro, you get 4-piece like that and somehow turn it into...
Like, I'm gonna be so honest. One thing I think at BO7 is that the brain dead teams are not gonna do much. Hold on, let's see this. So 2 push of old. They just want to secure these quick seconds. They want to... I don't know why they did that. Maybe they're just taking mid and they're just like, it's worth it. But this is a parallel that they're forcing, which is interesting. But not worried about spawns right now. Kami gets a good kill. And again, Insight and Kami are setting up their timings to where Kami's trying first. He can get a kill maybe. Illy's then get a turn at him, and that's when Insight decides to pull in. He might die to 5 on the turn, but their intention is good of 1, shoot 3 off this, shoot, and they're just like kind of timing it out to where Illy is not, I don't know. I feel like he can chow. Like the worst play to be would be if Illy's or Insight just like holds this iron thinking somebody's gonna chow him. Kami goes in basically, and then Kami dies basically for free. Insight then chows after that, assuming he's weak, but then he's able to turn his gun and then get an angle on him potentially.
So Shotzi out of the picture for the moment. The gunfight's inside the hill.
He chows it at great pace.
So Shotzi out of the picture for the moment. The gunfight's inside the hill. Ultra come
Oh, and the guy I was worried about with 5 got killed by 1. That's pretty insane. That's a huge kill by Bans. 6 kills 1, 4 plays the cut. Queen X is such a good sub, man. Holy shit. So again, they're breaking through. So what they are doing right now is they're splitting the map 2-2. We look at these lanes. This is something that's a little bit hard at times, but they have a insane setup. So I'm going to actually fuck these lanes. We understand the lanes. They have an L right now of this setup. Their weak side player is watching this and the cross, playing info. This guy's playing the cross. This guy's holding the like bottom push. This guy's playing top window hop, and this guy's playing bottom. This is literally such a good setup. And if this happens, 2 literally just turns. 1 can hit a pinch to potentially disrupt. They have a really good breaking opportunity and a great setup opportunity. Let's see what happens. They kill window. And he kill cam fakes. This is an interesting play, is that Vivid off that kill. So when you die to somebody, it kind of shows like where they're going for the next couple of seconds. Like for like a second. So it looks like Vivid's gonna hit bottom and try to like maybe slide across, which actually forces 2 to stay on this angle and not help 3, who's in the immediate gunfight with 2. So Vivid right here and Shotzi are playing strictly for 7 and 8 to break this. And they'll probably late chow off the mid spawn, if I had to guess. He spawns mid, he spawns there. So 2 wasn't able to help. 8 dies trying to hit front. 2 does turn, and then 7 gets the kill. And now 5's turn is to chow. If he doesn't chow right now, he's trolling. There we go. Good play. We're going to listen to the comms, too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back laundry. Where do you go?
He's going laundry. He's playing this P1, trying to get a deep right, because the next hill, basically what these guys are doing, and this is an important thing, is right now the reason why they're spread is because this is a deep rotation, okay? So Illy just got to kill P1. Now they kind of have to play non-tradables right here. They have to play to cover all 3 lanes, because if Illy can hit it deep, they're fucked, basically, because the next hill is right here, if I remember right. But with that, you have to understand that you need to play a little bit reserved, back up if stuff gets bad. Like, you cannot be... The worst way to play this setup would be, like, if 2 were playing, like, here, pushed up, right here, and then, like, mid. I don't know, just, like, basically playing a straight line. Like, that person will want to play back a little bit more, and this, like, if he gets child front, basically he could take time, but obviously if they get to money, then they could do that. So it's all about looking at the map, coming up with the strategy, and talking about it.
One's outer T, shit on.
Yeah, I'm literally just holding laundry. Yeah, I'm holding laundry for you.
Illy's doing a great idea of playing outer. Now they're shrinking in a little bit more. When time dies out, they shrink in a little bit more. It's the main thing. I actually like where 4 is, and if 4 gives up this timing, that's going to be so shit for him. I feel bad. So Shotzi gets naded, so Illy chows. I love that. That's huge for me as a team. I feel like that is not talked about enough in certain setups. So, like, Illy chow. So it's Shotzi's turn to chow now, basically. Illy gets the kill. So now it's Shotzi's turn to entry. He tries to, but then Shotzi gets naded, so now it's Illy's turn to chow. He gets across. He gets 6 to come across with him. Now he's holding it. He'll probably destroy that trophy, throw a trophy. Maybe set up this back spawn hold, while 7 is able to maybe make a pinch play. Nothing he can do. So now he has good spawn, so this is fine. Now they just front bash this. This is when a front bash is valid. 7's probably going to pick up this square area if they get a decent amount of kills. His entire job is to cut the map here, and he's going to basically just not allow them to push this line. So we'll see. Illy gets him weak. 7 was going to do that. But then he sees his whole team is dead, so he can't. He needs to play the front entry. He's playing like the outer. He's basically doing that by holding that. Okay. He says hold hut, he's holding outer. That's the big thing. I'm going to rewind that. Or no, I won't. Shotzi takes the timing while Illy holds the iron. And Vivid, I love that, because that's just them. They have 2 dead. They have 2 dead. It's easy for them to break 2. So 4 could pinch up theoretically and like try to help 3, and then that'd be a 2 front hit. Or in general, he's just trying to set pace. Like here right now, 24 left. You can hold an iron in this corner. That's not a bad play, but also sliding out like this just gives you opportunity to like chow's this. Now they trade this out. Now they have 3 down. They're missing 1. They know all of them are in front. I like that. That's a good play. Shotzi's just egoing, and he's basically, it's not a bad death if he dies, because they're getting scrap time on this, and Toronto are not hitting old. They're rotating. So I like this play actually a lot. Like him chowing like this, he's just in general trying to like go towards new. If he dies, it's fine. He's gonna spawn even better for new if he dies. He gets weak, so he'll hop money. Destroy trophy, wait to regen, now he'll slide. He gets 1, now he wants somebody else to, now it's Crimsish's turn to entry. That's the big thing here, just weaving, back and forth. So now Shotzi pushes forward. Shotzi's weak. I don't give a fuck if Shotzi's weak. He chows. I like that shit. Like, Crimsix gets a kill, he chowed, now it's Shotzi's turn. He has to hold the cross. It's fine. Illy then tries to trade. The whole reason you're just trying to make everybody tradable, but they're 2 down, so he backs up. I like that. You want people to play life sometimes. You want people to play aggressive and die sometimes. You gotta have a mix. That's how it works.
Trying to make the comeback still is Dallas Empire Johnson. Now we finally know.
Shotzi with a great jump. He plays life. He's staggering. I like that. Okay. So that's huge as fuck. Something that people don't do a lot is he is shouldering like he was here. Now he's going over towards this side of the hill because his team's obviously collapsing here. I mean, It's just simple shit. People do that a lot in Hasi. But you just gotta shrink over to the side that your team's at. Vivid's just flying. I love Vivid's pacing in COD. He plays the game right. He understands. Like, Vivid has gotten dropped from basically every team since he's been in the CDL. But it's not at his volition, literally. Like, he is playing his role perfectly. It's just the fact of, like, he gets scapegoated for having bad stats, but he fries a lot, and he's playing the spots right, and he's pacing right, and the team has success because of him.
Kleenex, though, he is the man with the slow start, and that is the 3-piece he needs to get back in the swing.
That's a stair glitch. He hopped up.
7 and 15 or 14, excuse me.
Crazy ass jump.
He's thinking about some score streak. Trying to find 5. Look at him, did dodge it.
You just gotta play fucking crazy. I like it. Just sprint at him. It's fine if you die. Yeah, Vance.
Just starts it right back up again as Ultra keep the play alive. Over back towards ring we go.
You got stuck. That happens. How are they setting up that P1? Let's look at the cuts. So we got 18. Okay. So they spawn up P2, Dallas. So they're just gonna try, hopefully, in my opinion, to get set up like they're gonna try to get like area here, area here, area here. They want to theoretically do that. So they're watching this pinch, watching mid, and then a sub is probably playing there. But 7 is the furthest forward. Maybe they want to send 5 to it. 5's hitting him. 5 gets the kill. Vance is going to get 2 mid, I remember. But 7 is here. 7 is playing it. Somebody, Krim has to bump forward. Krim kind of realized he fucked up, if that makes sense, probably. So he has the timing here. And he's here for a solid 10 seconds. Just like doing nothing. You know, he's holding an iron. And then you're going to watch. Somebody's going to get behind him, like around here. Krim's going to realize, oh, fuck, I need to push forward and like set up a front line. Be the entry. And he dies for it because he's trying to sprint forward and somebody's holding an iron. And actually see. So 8 comes in. Vivid and Shotzi are about to come in. 8 actually is probably the one saying, yo, go forward, go forward. And he tries to, and he dies. Dies to Kleenex, but they trade him, so that's good. 5 is going to try getting the far. Not anymore. Not anymore. So, because 7 spawns here, we're not worried about far side anymore. If anything, 8 might turn for 6 in a bit. After the kill to 2. Doesn't, and he dies, obviously, so you can't do shit. So Shotzi has to play life. Nothing you can do. Now you just play front to back, but 5 extends to be the front line. This is huge. So Vivid. This is why I love Vivid. Is Vivid bumps off the point. So, right here. They get this kill. This area is now like a funnel. He's going to push up to here. And he's going to like rat, basically. That's his whole point as the setup man.
Get these cutoff kills. He has bought his team a fair bit
so
of
he gets here off point, and as soon, and the reason why is because he died, like Shotzi died over there. They can come from that area. He's going to push up to this area, and he's going to like take space. If they're not going to like, you take space if they're giving it to you. Cool stuff.
He's waiting for the play to get set up. A couple of his teammates working
Krim's watching it.
in the middle of the map. And well,
6 and 8 are in charge of mid.
got the bodies coming to
And actually, that really sucks. Cammy just reads that Vivid is making a play. He gets the kill. But then 7's playing front now, so that's Krim. We all just have the idea. 6's job is to potentially get forward if they get kills now. But right now, they're just playing the wave, and he gets the kills and he tries to explode out, but Cammy's watching. So 8 does it. I love that, actually. Wait, holy fuck, that's insane. Hold on.
Now it's the front flood coming in from the Ultra, and they are getting...
And they're not saying shit. It's literally the fact that they're giving up this whole choke, so Illy just takes it. I love that shit. Nothing needs to be said.
One by one,
that's the type of pro play that can, and look at 3, he spawns him the fuck out by pushing that 8 does. That's nuts. I love that. And he's just getting pinched too. Try to help. He doesn't actually. He plays back spawn, which is actually the better play. I like that. And actually, these pro players, they're good enough. 1 and 4 are good enough to realize, hey yo, they probably got through. And they play this together. I like that. Nice. 5 goes mid. 5 gets one. Tries to play life, tries to regen, tries to wait for people. Can't. 6 and 5 are pushed up to that threshold, so now they're spawning them out. So they kind of need to realize, all right, we got to turn to this area. We got to play these kills.
He's going to do what he can to help out now, but Cammy's on the other side of this one. Hard point in the hands of Ultra Chance.
And again, the attack usage to just slow down their push, because Illy wants to pinch this now, because because their team's hitting front, but he's slowing their ass down. I love that.
Hard point in the hands of Ultra Chance, but we will find out for how long.
Okay, they double chow front.
They're in the front door as well, and the
Cammy takes a pinch to kill Illy because Illy's trying to explode off this, but Illy does get a huge kill. So now they're in a 2v2 on Hill.
The problem, Operation do not get 4-piece by Cammy. He's looking for a second. Finesse around the pillars, he's able to get the next.
Oh my god, he gets two.
But he can't get the fourth, but Vance is there. The pillars, he's able to get the next. There's number 3.
One plays the close lane, and when holding hills like this, when holding mixy hills, you gotta, like, there's like kind of a progression with this. It's not really talked about, but like if you're challenging and you have people coming behind you, your job as the front person, probably Vance, is to get to like this corner if you can and hold across. The next person's job is to kind of go like here, like, or close corner, one of these two, doesn't matter. You want to hold a different cross to where y'all are like team shotting this area together, but not like stacked on top of each other. You know what I mean? Like you're not 3 of you just like fucking around. And then the third person off this, so we have somebody here, we have somebody like here. Third person, because there's more space here, should like maybe try to peek through here and like throw a nade over to this area. And then fourth person picks up the pinch. He either watches this or he watches this. And he's playing back spawn area. Once one of these two people dies, he pushes a little bit forward after like a second or two, waits for them to potentially spawn behind him, and then they bump the blocker. That's how you play proper COD every time.
This is there for it. This is the kitchen where the SMGs have.
Queen X chows this good too, by the way. So Vance chows the way I said, and then actually 3 literally Insight does what I said, where he chows left, which is hilarious. And then Queen X does kind of what I said, where instead of throwing the nade, he chows it. I like that.
This is the kitchen where the SMGs have run
Queen X has a cool play of playing this close angle. Cammy's able to chow. The reason why I think he hits this, instead of, so he initially is looking here, but he checks minimap top left and realizes like, oh, there's somebody like right here. I can push this lane with them if I swing this way. That's probably the only reason why he did it, because if he goes mid, he's not tradable unless Insight or Vance does it. But he wants to help Cammy because Cammy's going to be isolated. And then if they take this lane together, they potentially can get back P3 time. Instead of going mid, you know, it's, you can do whatever. But I like him playing the 2-2 with Cammy. He's reloading, trying to push forward. They just got 2. They're pushing. I like it. That's a great slide from Cammy, by the way. Changing up your angle in such a crazy ass way. 24. They're probably just trying to like corral them in. I don't think they're even trying to break. That's why the ARs are playing like mid. Is like they're just holding the lanes, playing the cuts, starting a funnel. They spawn weird. Oh, that 1 and 3 spawn is nuts. They gotta read that shit. They play this game all year. That is insane. So, yeah, that's... How did they play these cuts? Let's see. I'm gonna back up to like here because they're in such a good position to play these this rotation. I'm gonna actually back up to right here. Okay. So, what are they doing? Not... Yo, what's good, Wolfie? I'm about to play 8s in a while, but I'm going over Cold War VOD, and I'm trying to compare it to BO7 because I feel like this map will play similar in BO7. Since there's gonna be no tac sprint, and since like Raid's obviously gonna be a map talking about like there's also 2 things my teammate I want him to work on. So I'm working on cuts, rotos, and like roto cuts, and then I'm also working on like how people are chowing together and like what space they're taking and stuff. I'm just in general going over Cold War VOD, but I'm gonna play BO6 in a bit, unfortunately. But so they're in a good setup right here. The problem is what we saw earlier with that Toronto like P4 hold was they had somebody like here holding a lane. So we're gonna talk about this. So they're leaving this lane completely exposed. This lane exposed, this lane exposed. So let's throw out a better hold if we can, like a better rotation. We should have somebody like probably occupying this space, somebody like mid like this, somebody probably up here, because if you play up here, you could just get away. That's the top window area. And then you can have somebody sunk back a little bit. They could even play up with somebody. They're just ready where if somebody dies, they can pivot here. If somebody dies, they can pivot here. If somebody dies, they can pivot here. So you're playing 1-2-1 on the map. I'm okay with that. But What they do.
Things are working out for him right now. 152 and climbing.
5's playing close, and I think 5 overchows. That's not bad. 6 has to pick it up. Therefore, they leave the top lane and the bottom lane open. Phoenix gets the kill. And they probably know that if they leave that P1 area exposed or whatever, if they start spawning old, they leave the P1 open area exposed. Illy's fucked right here. I mean, they got 4 mid, and 4 takes the mid space because he knows that 1 and 3 are going to spawn there. So it's one of those tough things where you're just sitting there like, well, okay. He knows the mid timing is coming, so he's challenging it. Guys, he actually tries challenging 2. I like that a lot. Okay, okay. So Illy, you think sliding out like this, like from here, might be a shit idea. Actually, he's challenged for 5 to get the kill. And that's like the best thing he can do right now because he knows that nobody is in this lane at all. But Vivid is coming mid. And Vivid could get an easy trade if he just hits this. So he's assuming that he's going to play. That's definitely something Illy's doing intentionally. That is definitely something he's doing intentionally. Vance is trying to spread the setup. He spawns there. He's watching the right side until 4 spawns up, picks it up, and then he's picking up left. I love that. 2's playing a pinch. Basically, you can't just... Cammy trolled. Cammy trolled right here. Cammy overheated, so Cammy gets this kill. Basically, what he's doing is if teams funnel up here, he's going to make them fucking pay. They have an L setup right here of here. Cammy's life is a luxury. He'll probably spawn here if shit gets bad, which is good. But he overchows. Bance gets the kill. The whole reason Bance chows there like crazy is because he is trying to slow their push to where Cammy spawns back. So you'll see real quick. Insta chow from Bance. He literally is like in the doorway. And then he's gonna chow again. He's trying to stagger their push. That's a pred chow, by the way, going prone and then chowing that bitch. Sounds lit. I'm about to make some dinner for the little one. That's valid. But, yeah. So he's pred chowing this bitch. But, whole reason he staggers them is because we're trying to get Cammy to spawn here. And if we allow them to push up to this threshold, then he doesn't spawn there.
From this point, adds Cammy.
So Cammy spawns there.
But even still,
so now they bump. Bance dies. Bance will spawn there. Now Bance has this lane prio. He's going to hold the front lane and maybe play like, yeah, he's playing a pivot of, I'm holding this, but I'm also helping on this. When you do that, that's literally the perfect spot in COD if you can.
The better hills that they have locked
Insight pushes up here to just try and like, this is just a ratty spot to play. CleanX, let's see how CleanX takes space like this. So let's see. So we get 1, we get 2, we get 3. 3 down, we push. 3 down, we push. Even if we're holding 3 down, we push every time. If you don't push when you have 3 down, you're trolling. So 1 and 4 both are taking space right here. 3 is the only one on time. But 2 will spawn up so they have a setup. And also, let's say 3 gets child from front because they know mid is empty, right? They're missing 1. Missing 1. Probably over here because this is where the push resonated from. We have this lane covered, okay? So they have to be somewhere in this general area. So what's CleanX going to do? CleanX, and I'm going to back up a little bit. CleanX is going to pinch and kind of, we're looking for the last guy right now. 1 does not need to be looking for the last guy. 1 needs to play this line of, I'm going to try and deny them taking space. So let's talk about that first down theory. 4's playing to deny this. 1's playing to deny this. And you could do this because if 1 dies, it's fine. He spawns here and then you play this line because they're able to double pinch this guy, okay? But if 1 gets a kill, then wow, you can push your line up like crazy.
3 down in their favor. They know the Vivid's the last one. He's gonna get caught in the best.
Damn, I love. Wait, hold on. Bance played this like crazy. Bance gets child. He doesn't even realize he's there. I'm gonna drink water. He doesn't even realize Illy's there. He just throws a nade in the doorway and he hits him. 7 gets a kill. 4's now playing the front line. 4 gets a kill. All of this is a luxury right now.
Ultra trying to set themselves apart. And Tobias Julianson doing it as well.
1's taking space to P4. 1 sees 30 seconds left. He's thinking, you know what? I'm just going to break for it. Let's see if we can get there. He's going to rat play life. I love this play. We have a middle funnel, and then we have a guy playing old. So their job, if they get these kills, is to try and connect with him like here. They're basically just trying to make this guy like get here for free. So they're going to play either here maybe here, but like theoretically, I think they're playing this base.
As Ultra are about to crack over the
You want to play through a
200
lane
point
whenever you
mark.
can.
5 spree.
So let's see where Queen X plays
To
this.
now a 6. There's 200.
Nothing you can do.
To now a 6. There's 200.
And I actually like that. Okay, wait, hold on. So they know spawns really well. So 3's actually playing this really cool. So they get a kill. Now all of them, because they have this side of the hill covered, they're gonna all spawn here. And they're all gonna push this lane. Now 3 knows this because he's cross-watching it. We're gonna actually see that because Queen X takes this space, or Bance takes this space, that also leaves this open. They're gonna spawn here, and then they probably will spawn either here, or maybe down here, which gives them a better cut here. And they could probably cut mid and then play the cross or something like that.
5 spree.
Bance could throw a nade and slow them.
To now a 6.
In general, they're playing for this.
200.
So 2's job is to just get to kitchen or to this cut, and he's gonna play from behind, trying to. And yeah, Bance played a bad corner. Bance played a really bad corner. Oh, that's bad. He had a good idea, but Bance played a bad corner. Wow, I tried to gas him and he got booped on. Happens.
You got kitchen control and you got a body in the hill. And look at Ultra, very far away from potentially making this break.
4's gonna rewrap. So this is cool. I like this. So right now they're in a 1-2-1. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 1. So we have 3 that's trying to take the outer. We have 2 trying to take mid, and we have 4 trying to take front. Okay. So what Queen X realizes is that 3 is playing far side of the map. 2 of them are about to hit kitchen, and what they could do is they could flip the map by doing this. And he's gonna make the play like there are 2 options for this basically. If you just want to hit front, 3 should slide in basically. Instead of taking this outer route, you should slide in, and they should play basically not this side of the map. They hit front, and then 4 hits like front basically. You know, you have this setup of breaking. You want to play 2 lanes. If you play 3 lanes, this leads to isolated 1v1s because you can't play 3 lanes. You have 4 players. You can't do it. In BO5, you were able to. It'd be 1-1v1. And like 1 lane could play close to the other and stuff like that. But when you're stretched this thin, it's really hard to. On certain maps, you can. That's why BO6 sucked. But yeah, with this, there are 2 options. And Queen X decided to shrivel in, which means, hey, they're not playing this lane. They're just not going to play top lane instead. He's going to hit here. Their goal is to make noise here. He's probably going to chow late. And that's the whole point of breaking it. And let's see.
Ultra, very far away from
So he pitches in.
break. They are looking for the kills first. They're gonna have to get
Again, we're letting go. And look, 7 shrivels over. 3 now has space to take. They're waiting to get a kill or something. 1 actually takes a deep ass route. I don't know why he did that, but whatever. Like, if anything, he should say, yo, I'm going to play kitchen 2, go and play, like, go to 3. You know, assembly line. But you don't have to. It's fine. It's whatever, bro. They have a system. I'm giving a fuck. So, like, this is... They're giving time to Dallas here.
This could be your last map of the 2021 season.
So 3's wait for 1.
Game 5. Give yourself a fighting chance to get revenge on Atlanta FaZe. To go
and actually, wow, he gets a perfect timing because 4 decides to chow now. So this is the cool thing, is that they're playing for them right here. I'm going to actually draw the circle smaller. They're playing for them right here. So their job is to initiate now because 7's going to want to pinch in, thus leaving, like, if he's holding this iron, which he is, he's giving it up now, basically. They're playing off their gunshots. Like, it almost does like the Metal Gear Solid, like the exclamation point of like, oh, fuck, I gotta look over here. And then bam, you're dead. She turned.
Chance to get revenge on Atlanta FaZe to go back
bam.
to back, find it.
Then came chows. So it's 1-1-1. Chow. 2's gonna turn for the kills. He can't because he dies. 4's gonna, they're gonna nade front. I know they are, or they're gonna trophy.
In they go, and 220, we're climbing, we're getting
Vivid
very
flying.
close to the
Oh my god, that's nuts.
Go, get in the point, find the kills. You gotta
Shots
keep sending the boys
enter.
forward. There's Shotsy in and he goes.
Oh my god.
Inside on a 5, Grim.
Crim. There you go. That was a huge kill. They would have lost if they
The
wouldn't have
chance,
got.
we're not over yet, but it is getting dangerously close to done for Empire.
And look at
But
what
now they
Ultra
gotta play
do,
this
though, with
P5,
Vance. He's the one
and
inside the point, and you
I
got
will
ring
say,
control as well. Ultra, they had this set up initially,
Toronto did
and
not
even
do a good
Cammy
idea.
winning these
A good job of
gunfights
playing this P5
inside
last
the
time.
hill, though, Vance, trying to stay alive. It's 2 players right now coming in from full steps, and you, if you're Empire, you gotta go. You gotta start making moves. You got 15 seconds before your year is over.
No way, Ilya and Vivid just hit this. Wait, yo, 6 hit money. Gets the kill on 4. And now 5 and 8 initiate.
We've got 10 seconds almost.
Now they get
As the
every kill.
change happens, there's the flip.
Now their job, like, they're taking space. I like that Crim gets his or Shotzi gets his kill, and then he's playing front right here. Seven's actually playing the pinch on red. And they're basically just going to play this of, like, pillar, here, here. One guy's playing info here, and then the other guy's playing, like, to help, basically.
You've now got the hard point for Dallas Empire. 4 spree now for Shotzi. Able to turn it into a 5 war. There it is.
And they're playing the
Shotzi
timings.
doing
Shotzi's
everything he
watching front. He's like,
possibly
okay,
can.
they're
This map
not
is
here.
far from
7
over.
spawns there, so he's like, okay, we're good. But
But
he's
you're under
watching.
200 points now, Dallas. You can get it done. That's 6 now.
Crazy ass jump
Big
shot.
kills from Vivid to help out, not the 7th, but oh my word, Bance on the flank, big stuff indeed. Still, Dallas holding the point chance. It's not over yet. Crim's going to keep it locked down, and my God, we're going the distance.
They're winning all of these gunfights. You got Toronto right now.
Now they're playing the P1 setup. 7's turning right away. I like that turn from 7. Is anybody connecting to 7? 8 should. 8 should. 8 needs to. Illy doesn't.
He's gonna lose it. Shotzi now inside the hill. He's surrounded. Come out with your hands up. Illy finds you. She's gonna lose it. Shotzi now. Empire
Holy
have to be
shit.
perfect on this. Come out with your hands up.
Okay.
Illy finds you.
That's a 50-50 shot in my opinion. So Illy, I needed to connect to Crim. But again, that's my opinion. He plays with Shotzi, and that's okay. I like that. It's just play with somebody. If he played with him now, like if he's like, oh fuck, like he'll die to the 1 cross, he'll die to the cross, he can miss. That's a good play, I'm fine with that. Cammy Hot's on point, he wants to make this P1 mixy.
And it's a hero on hero.
What a crazy ass shot.
The hard point still in contest. Bance is going to get in there. How many more kills can Ellie and Crim find? 45
Somebody needs to get top window and just play their life. They're going mid-map. 2-2. Next is going driveway.
10 seconds now for Dallas Empire.
No way.
They've taken the lead. Ultra, you've got to go. And it's Cammy at the helm. Tip with a spear.
Holy fuck, they get every kill. How does 7 do this? Crim nades. He gets the kill.
An open field. Bance, the foot race is on. 5 seconds for the win. And
5's holding the mid cross. 5. Vivid trolled right there. Holy fuck. Vivid just needs to say this pillar. He should even go like right here. Just hold this bitch. While Shotzi and Crim both try to get on. That's nuts. Like Vivid kind of trolled right here, dying to insight. But fuck, man, it happens.
Here come the streaks.
Yeah, they got Illy on too. Yeah, actually, holy fuck, Vivid's trolling. Vivid just needs to literally just play this. Because they got Shotzi and Illy. And then worst case, Crim gets on. But if he plays here, if it gets like bad, he can slide to time.
And oh my God, we go back again. The pendulum keeps swinging. It is a non-stop war on the point.
No shot.
And now,
Holy fuck.
we got
What a map.
game 5.
And I remember the stat line. This was insane. Because you see how slow some of these guys were playing, right? There's 150 health, we have to remember. So in BO6, it's 100 health. Fallow being the sub. But we're gonna like go to that stat line real quick. Look at this. Damage wise, crazy ass game. 11 minutes, 6,600 damage Illy had. 31 and 27, crazy ass engagements. And he was backing up a lot. Like he was playing these deep pillars, bruh. I wonder who got the damage record in this game because that was insane. But nah, that was a good ass map. I hope you learned something. If you did, hell yeah. If not, it's all good. But yeah, take it easy. It's been Outcast. Later.